Hello and welcome to another episode of the After Cinema Reviews. Today we are looking at the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the start of Marvel's Phase 5. I am one of your hosts, Ben. Take it away, Marshall.
This film slaps. I ain't gonna lie. It's got such bad reviews, but this film fucking slaps, dude. I loved every minute of it. I don't know. Maybe I have the most base, stupidest opinion ever, but this film slaps. Apart from MODOK, but I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Alright, right. Just for everyone, no spoilers, or as best as possible to try keep it as spoiler free.
Yeah, good
MODOK
idea.
was in the trailer, so I mean, if you watch the trailer, we can't be held accountable. That's already information that was available to the public via trailers. So
Yeah, MODOK's there, but you don't find out anything else about MODOK, right?
yes, you just see
Yeah,
him.
okay.
So that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, for me, Phase 4, other than discluding TV shows, films solely for Phase 4, No Way Home, fucking amazing. Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness, visually kind of cool, overall a bit crap. Probably like a 6. It could have been so much better from what I was expecting from the trailer. It really upset me.
Yeah, me too.
Thor Ragnarok, garbage.
You mean Love and Thunder? Ragnarok
Yes,
was really
Ragnarok. Sorry.
good.
Love and Thunder,
was shit.
garbage. Literally, the third one, it's the middle finger. Third one,
In the
garbage.
bin.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I know you've not seen that, but
Yeah, my opinion, haven't seen it.
that was probably the best behind Spider-Man. And even then, it wasn't that amazing. Like, it was okay. Like, mid 6, probably.
So I really like the first Black Panther. I hope that one's okay.
Oh, if you liked the first Black Panther, then you probably liked it a lot. I liked everything other than the last fight in Black Panther 1. Like, that.
I agree.
That last fight was the worst final fight in a Marvel movie, I think. In honesty,
It was so bad.
It was bad. But this is kicking off Phase 5, and I think this is a strong contender. If I had to go from Phase 4 to now, it would be Spider-Man, then Quantumania. Like, by all means, the film isn't perfect. It's not gonna rock any boats. I think.
It's not winning any awards.
Yeah, it's not winning
That's
any
for sure.
awards. So what will the film basically takes place? You know, post everything that's happened. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man's living his life and whatnot, and then some plot stuff happens, and they can guess they end up in the quantum realm. But I mean, if you had to be an idiot to not know that, and then that's just where the
name.
that's Quantumania, WrestleMania 2042. But no, I think the start of this entire movie, if flipping Jonathan Majors, aka Kang, in which again he's on the freaking movie poster, he's in the trailers. If you didn't know he's in this, you've just been living under a rock. He took this whole film and made it his bitch. He was crazy good. Like, I think he actually might be my favourite Marvel villain for the MCU at the moment. He was really good.
Yeah, I agree. He's insane.
His
I don't want to
shouts,
spoil it, but oh my god, that man can act.
his shouts are so good. Like, and I'm so glad he's like the big bad in Creed 3. Like, I've not seen Creed 2, but I'm excited for him.
I've not seen Creed 1.
Damn. But you've seen Creed 2.
No.
Oh, but no, this
That would have been funny though.
Yeah, no, that would have been pretty funny to be fair. I won't lie to you. So we've got pretty much the reoccurring cast, other than Catherine Newton, who plays an older Cassie. I don't know if she was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've only seen that film once, and it wasn't amazing. So
She wasn't in it because that was before the snap in the
just
law.
double checking in case I'm just like an idiot. I don't think she was.
No, she
No,
was
definitely
in
not.
Endgame. I think was her first appearance.
That's
But we are
okay.
missing the boys. I'm really sad that the boys didn't show up in this film.
Don't we got
Scott
like
Lang's boys.
we got This isn't a spoiler because it's literally it is a spoiler in the essence that it actually is a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler as in it doesn't ruin anything for the film. It's literally a passing cameo for 5 seconds, in which it's not even an important cameo. It's just that randomly Jimmy Woo was in it for like 5 seconds whilst they were just eating food, which is very bizarre.
Yeah.
Like it, it held nothing. I guess it was just
weird,
cool to see Jimmy, but like that's the only kind of spoiler that I'll give. He's just in it for literally 5 seconds. He doesn't talk. Nothing happens. It's just nice to randomly see him. But, I mean, to confirm who I was on about, the blob person, that I can't go into any more details, it was played by the Spotman.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Suicide Squad. David
That makes sense.
Malkian, how you pronounce his name. But Paul Rudd, pretty good. I definitely think it was an improvement on Ant-Man and the Wasp.
100%.
He sometimes in this movie did feel a little stale, but I think it's just very hard to take him because there were some intense moments in the film, and it felt very hard to take him serious. It still didn't feel like there was enough weight randomly, or
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I don't know. That's kind of the character that I associate with Ant-Man now, as being like a goofy, weird uncle. So he kind of portrays that character really well for me. So I don't really complain about that, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'm just a Marvel soy boy.
Oh, I am a Marvel soy boy, pre-Phase 4 for sure, but
Yeah, I be in all my soylent today.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping Phase 5 is a bit different, but I mean, Evangeline Lilly as Hope, still great. She's basically just like a badass that doesn't kind of need any man randomly, but she just kind of like does her own thing. She just doesn't feel like, to clarify, a useless woman sometimes in like films. She just doesn't feel like she could just go off and do her own films randomly for all I care, and I would be content with watching those. Michael Douglas, bar Jonathan Majors, was probably my next favourite in this film, as there are some scenes with him in this movie that are just quite funny, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
he is rather enjoyable. And he is definitely looking super old for the ripe age of 78. I think he is. Like that man looks.
Yeah, which is mad.
And then Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay. She unfortunately played the part that's one of my biggest pet peeves, where she just holds the secrets in and doesn't tell the main cast, in which if just telling the main cast would just solve a lot of problems. There would still be plot, it would just help solve a load of problems and just prepare them more. But I mean, she was she seemed like a badass in the quantum realm, and that was cool, so I'll take that. Other than that, we just had like random characters that are just alien races and things. That's all I can really say.
Complete throwaway characters that will mean nothing.
Potentially, you never know, but pretty much probably most likely throwaway characters. But
Not bad ones.
yeah, no, they
means.
were cool. I felt like attached to them for the film, which was good. They definitely felt much more important than just random kids and other people from the Thor Love and Thunder thing. I felt.
Oh yeah, the big cart of kids.
Yeah,
my favourite. I know all of them by name, I swear.
The God Killer that kills 0 gods in the bloody movie.
What?
On screen.
Screeny killed one.
I'm fairly
That's
sure.
literally the first thing. That's the first thing. He did in the film.
Okay. Once he actually become Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah.
Okay. That's more pedantics to me. Is that that got him his powers, and then he's like becomes the God Butcher because he starts slaying loads of things. But that's just me. But the Quantum Realm looked very, very cool. It's the best that we've seen it. It could honestly have its own show, the Quantum Realm, and I would be content. Not to berate the shows, but fuck Moon Knight, fuck Captain America, and fuck what's his fucking name, the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. Like I could, and She-Hulk. I haven't finished that because I literally can't make it through it. It's just not for me.
I didn't want She-Hulk. I really like Moon Knight though. I'm surprised you don't like Moon Knight.
I did not like it. It was fine. I would just rather those go away and we randomly get a show on the Quantum Realm, to be honest. I could, for me, this film, in all honesty, I explained it to you in the cinema, but this felt like the last Star Wars film, the number 9. Like, if this was randomly Star Wars instead of Marvel, this is how it should have been.
Yeah, I'd love to make that like judgment, but I could not sit through the ninth Star Wars film. I literally told Ellie to turn it off because I couldn't stand it.
So bad. Only good part of that film was seeing the Ewoks at the end. Spoiler for anyone that's not seen that movie, but you see Ewoks at the end, and that made my day.
I didn't even know there were Ewoks at the end.
Yep. Neither did I. I just suddenly saw some Ewoks at the end, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
It's just saved the film from being the worst film ever made. To just a really bad film now. But no, yeah, Quantum Realm, really cool. The nice thing was that all the aliens in the film, even the ones that had a humanoid look, everything felt fresh. It felt like that sort of Mandalorian level, if not higher, which was really nice. Is that sometimes something from watching some of the spin-off TV series for Star Wars and some of the 7, 8, and 9, where it doesn't feel like we're in Star Wars anymore. It just kind of feels like some bits of makeup and stuff, but there was very weird looking people in a good way in the Quantum Realm, and that was cool. Although we haven't talked about Cassie was probably my least favourite character in this film.
yeah, I agree. She was a bit dead.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
it is what it is. She had some cool moment with MODOK at the end, so I'll take that.
Yeah. I liked some of the scenes at the end when she was fighting. It was cool.
Yeah, almost definitely. Yeah, when she started fighting onwards, happy. Prior to that, oh my god, so annoying.
Yeah.
And she had the most cringy lines in the film, to be fair.
Yeah, she very much was just generic rebel kid.
Yep.
Number 300. She's Radio Rebel. That's all I'm saying.
She's really rebel. Literally. And it's one of these films where you take character A, and we'll call character A Cassie, and then you give her some edgy thing. It could just be that I don't know. I can't actually think of a good example without saying the example used in the film. But you just you took you gave her a quirk type of thing, and then basically made her entire thing within the film around that quirk, and it was just a bit okay, I mean, we get it, but stop shoving it down my throat a little bit. I don't need to hear it every 2 seconds. I get that you're a good person. But no, all the end fight scene was good. Pretty much all the fight scenes were really cool, to be fair. Learning about Kang was really cool as well within the film. To me, it all made relative sense, and I like that. I didn't feel bored in the movie particularly. Especially once we got to the Quantum Realm, at least I wasn't bored. It's not like I was bored at the beginning anyway, but once we were slap bang in the Quantum Realm going, I was pretty much all gears shifted, and then pretty much when a certain character comes in, who's a surprise one, in which you said that you were oh, randomly can't believe he's in the film. But it's around that same time where he comes in, and then MODOK appears at the other side. From that point onwards, I was fully engaged and proper loving it.
Yeah. I agree.
But I will say that some of the, if you're epileptic or something, it might be a film to.
Bro, don't watch it. Don't watch it. We can't condone that.
Yeah. No, I'd take caution for sure. There was not there wasn't flashing strobe lights. There was just lots of almost sort of flashing lights, and it was just
it was a big strain on the eyes. I ain't gonna lie. I came out with a bit of a headache.
I got a headache within it.
Yeah.
But no, it was quite heavy on CGI and things, and I mean, for a film where you're in a pocket dimension, that's fine.
I mean, it is just characters walking around a big CG environment. It's going to be heavy on the CGI no matter what you do. I'm just glad it looked so good.
Yes. And now I will say, I am going to talk about the post-credit scenes, but I'm not going to divulge at them, because just for me being a Marvel fan, some of the previous Phase 4 films, their post-credit scenes weren't very nice to watch or let the hype down. The first post-credit scene is basically just... I'm saying it's good, but it's in terms of it helps. You don't feel like you're just being shown some random just post-credit scene or something funny or anything like that. It gets you more hyped for what's to come. And then the second one is about... It's still related, but it's about something different, but it's good in a good way. To be very cryptic about the explanation, but...
Yeah.
I was
Second end credit scene is an end credit scene.
Yeah, it's nothing like super hype. You'll just understand when you watch it that just good things are coming, and I can only hope for future good things for Phase 5. I know there's been a poster revealed for the Marvels film.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and they've said that there's going to be, I think, 2 post-credit scenes in which the second post-credit scene reveals a new character. That's all we found out so far.
I'm gonna send you a picture, by the way. I did not realize that the first end credit scene was taken completely from the comics.
Oh damn, that'll be. Let me just have a. Hey, holy shit! It is. That makes the end credit scene even better. And I'm now literally, I've just got rid of your thing, and I'm, on my screen, I'm just recording this picture. So.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, even with that picture, we apologise for that being shown up. I'm honestly not going to edit it out or anything. I will apologise if it's upset you at all. You've just, I'm not even going to explain it, just in case you don't understand. Yeah. But it is what it is, and if you understand,
if you haven't seen the film, you're not, and you haven't read the comics, you're not going to know who that is. And if you've read the comics, you've probably already seen this panel. So,
it's an okay slip up. It was my bad for forgetting that. I was recording your screen, but oh well. I mean, for me, it's probably like a mid 7 to 8. I'd say it's enjoyable, and I'm happy that I've gone to a Marvel product again and found it enjoyable. That was my main quip with Phase 4 as a whole, and I'm glad that they're toning down the TV shows that are coming out and things, and hopefully you're going to try focus more on quality and not quantity, and which my English teachers loved to remind me about.
Quality, not quantity.
Yeah, that's literally one of the things I got told about so much in English. But,
most of the time in the world of chemistry, you need both. So how do you think I feel?
Dr. Marshall right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to see him in the quantum realm for Ant-Man 4.
That's it. Dr. Ruff is appearing in...
Dr. Ruff. The new big boss of Marvel Phase 8. Oh, God, can you imagine if I just get into a bit, it's like, where it's like, and we're in Phase 8 of Marvel. But,
oh, wow. Yeah, at that point, no one's watching. No one's tuning in. No one's keeping track at that point. I'll go watch Spider-Man and nothing else.
I know, because that's like, this is, although it's now not about the film, it's Marvel related, so I'm still fine with it. It's not an issue, but the issue for me is essentially there's too many different areas within the Marvel Cinematic Universe and TV shows at the moment. You have, I'll watch Eternals, and then suddenly I'm probably not going to get anything to do with what happened at the end of Eternals for God knows when. And it just doesn't help. Although Eternals wasn't amazing, the end credit scenes and things had me hyped to watch another one. But now I'm just left without that. We have
I'm Harry Styles.
God fucking damn it. God damn it. I mean, I'm still excited to watch it. But, we have the Uber Street level, in which, from what I can gather, it's going to be like Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Shang-Chi. That's going to be fucking cool. But then we've got then the tier above that with actual Avengers shit going on, and then we kind of start broadening out into space where we got Guardians and the Marvels potentially, and then we're going to have even further celestial stuff. There's just too many different areas, and not all the. I know the TV shows are meant to kind of tie in with films later and things, but there's just. I would rather there's a. Let's say from now, we've watched Ant-Man 3. I'd rather the next couple TV shows are either Kang related in some way or related to the oncoming Kang related stuff in some way. I know the potential that actually probably might happen, but
I think that is exactly what's happening.
But it just in terms of from what we got in Phase 4, Winter Soldier and Captain America, not flipping heard hide or hair from them since. Loki, it's fine because this film happened and there is relation to it. We had WandaVision, had a bit of a tie-in with Doctor Strange and whatnot, but they're tie-ins to films that aren't similar to what's going on, and that's the problem for me, if that made any sense.
Yeah, I do get you.
I would rather it be, we focus on the Kang stuff for a couple of films / couple of TV shows. Then we bring back maybe, let's bring out Shang-Chi 2 and focus on some street level stuff for a little bit, rather than just such sporadicness. But
yeah, I think we're out of luck for that. I'm looking at the lineup now, and it's not looking good, bruv.
Nope.
It's not looking good.
I already know, but I'm just like, for me, I've just got my fingers crossed that Phase 5 will be better than Phase 4, as I like, Marvel films are meant to be, Oscar winning or, Shawshank Godfather type of quality. They're supposed to just be for Marvel and, comic book fans and nerds. Just go and enjoy a film. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to come out of one of those films being like, that was kind of bad. Because then it just reinforces the same, there's too much saturation of like superhero films, which I can understand that perspective, but I'll still enjoy watching them. But I want to actually still enjoy them when I go watch them, and not
exactly. They're just like the easy films to watch. Sometimes I don't want to sit down for 2.5 hours and watch a philosophical masterpiece. Sometimes I just want to watch a goofy film about a man fighting with some ants.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I like when I watch Marvel. When that brain fart hit real hard then.
Yeah, I heard that one. Reverb through my headphones. I couldn't believe it.
Like, if I go watch Iron Man 3, I'm there to watch Iron Man. Maybe bust out a new suit. Maybe not, I was very happy when I saw a bunch of suits, but, it's the popcorn type of flick for me, like Transformers. I know what I'm probably going to get, than all the things that are to do with narrative that obviously I won't probably know about. That's all the good stuff that comes on top for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, is there anything else you've got to say about Ant-Man? I think my feelings of it was pretty good. Like there were quips and things, but I can't really talk about too much of the quips without going into spoiler territory. But it's better than Phase 4.
Oh, 100%. It outshines almost every movie except Spider-Man. But that's because it's Spider-Man. There's no bad Spider-Man films in my opinion. But I don't know. Ant-Man is just a very basic story. It doesn't really add anything really. Like we get a glimpse of Kang, but like past that, it's just very self-contained. It's very nice. It felt like a complete package for once. I don't have to watch 3 films after this one to be able to get the full story of Ant-Man. It felt good. It felt really good. I really enjoyed it. That's me. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Slap a 7. I would say, from talking to my partner's mum, she watched Doctor Strange, but she hadn't watched WandaVision. But if someone has made it this far, I would say to watch Loki if you haven't seen Loki before watching this, as I think that will help you even just slightly, because Marvel lied and said that you didn't need to watch the films. But I mean, Maddie's mum, she had questions still, which would have just been answered with WandaVision randomly. She was just like, well, she has kids? Where did these come from? Type of thing. And I was just like, oh, there's a whole TV show about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to just have a self-contained story. Like, you don't need to watch Loki to get it all, but it's nice to have it.
It helps elevate it. It's not as bad as Doctor Strange, because it's just kind of like, boom, she had some kids and has just basically become dark and has got PTSD from not having her kids anymore. Whoa, how did that happen?
You knew that film was bad as soon as the advertising said that you had to watch 2 different series to be able to get it. Like, it was a done deal at that point.
But no, I think, this is a good step for Marvel for Phase 5. I am happy. So, I think I'm okay with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. And, hit subscribe, do all the shenanigans that you have to do. Follow.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys. And, leave a good old comment. And take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.